Hello everyone, Thursday90 here with some more Power Rangers Megazord. So, today we have gotten these 4 issues plus the third part of the base and the power bank. So we'll have a little look at the power bank. We've also got some parts that are for the head, for the Sabretooth, because the coloration wasn't quite right. I'll probably have to wait until next time when it actually all of it comes and then build it up. It is literally every single piece. It's not just like part of the head and just replace it. It is the entire frame. One side is missing, so I think that'll probably be in the next issue when I get the other side of the Sabretooth's head. But the coloration on it was wrong. It was, I think it was too dark a colour or too light a colour compared to the body. So that will be replaced with the newer version that's accurate once all the parts actually arrive, because we have got them. I'll quickly go and grab them. So we got issue 5, 6 and 7 all in the correct colours. If I grab this out, grab this one, you can see, I'm not sure if you can kind of see it, it's slightly little bit different to it. The yellow, it is slightly a little bit darker than the metal bit, and this bit here is a darker coloration of it. So that there will be sorted. His Sabretooth just fell off. That's okay. So once the other bit arrives, I will replace that. I won't bother doing a video on it because it's just going to be the same as issue 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So once those all arrive, we'll see to that. So let's have a little look at this bad boy, shall we? So you get the wiring. It looks pretty sweet. Of course, I'm going to have to charge it. So yeah, that will be going to be charging these guys up every chance I get. So let's move on to today's issue, shall we? Number 33 first. And of course, we will be going over the base as well. This one should be, yep, that bit. So you get that, you get that, and you get all that. This is my screwdriver set. And started doing. Now let me just double check which screws we need. So it is silvers. Okay. There's a whole bunch of silvers needed. Which are these guys. All the same size and everything. Let's see, do you need, yep, you do. You need these guys. So, I need to get it all lined up. Fit in to there like that. Make sure the lines are, yep, they're all lined up. Now this is going to be the front bit, is getting it into these holes because of this side here. So if you ignore the first failed attempt, I'll just do that slightly so we can get them all in, and then we'll tighten them after. It's not easy because of the actual angle you have to put it at. See, sometimes I wish they'd make it, you know, easier sometimes than having to like do this way. But yeah, they don't. Ah, so close. Magnetic screwdrivers is good, don't get me wrong. They just can be finicky at times. There you go. Got ya. Although it is trying not to get it to go in an awkward angle. Okay, that screw just disappeared on me. 2, 4, 6, yeah. Righty. Do that. There's the screw, that's fine. What about, I did try and get it into the wrong area. Should have went around this way. See, the problem is I have stubbly fingers. I say it in every single video. I have very stubbly fingers, which does not help. There you go. Get this one in. Of course, this is fragile at the moment, this body piece, because you haven't built on it. So just be careful as you are doing this so you don't damage it in the process. Last thing you want to do. And then you'd have to contact them, pay for it, and get it sent over. Of course, you'll probably be getting it like the next issues you get, you know. So it'll hold you up quite a long time. Well, a month. Still a long time for this. But yeah, I am really enjoying this build so far. One of the parts I've been looking forward to is this build bit, which is Tyranno. One of my favourite out of all of them. It's actually once you get building this bit, you actually start to see just how big he actually is in this kit. There you go. Now we can actually put this all in properly. I like the way they've designed it. Well, in parts, how they've designed it. Some parts could be a bit easier to do, like this bit. Turn it over after doing that. Now it doesn't want to stand because I've turned it. There you go. checking to make sure this is all lined up, and it is. Was. Well, it was lined up. There it goes again. As you can see, I am having difficulty with putting this one arm on now. It is rather lopsided. I'm going to take this off the screen for a minute just so I can get this bit in. Just get the first one started. This has been a bit difficult. It doesn't seem to want to go in. For some reason the top one didn't want to go in, so I had to put it in the bottom one. Oh, it will do. Got to get these two screwed in properly this time because the other two are acting up. So if we get these two fully screwed in and make it easier. that should make it easy for that one. Should, technically. Fingers crossed. There you go. It's actually going in now by the looks of it. Better do that. No, this bottom one doesn't want to cooperate. There you go. And there you go. Do that so it doesn't fall over. Grab that and that. Put it just there for the time being. Next part is this and this, and so this bit goes in like that without that hanging out. Whilst we're doing that, grab this. Do that. Let's see, are these holes lined up? No. Okay then. Try getting these lined up, shall we? It's not as easy as it looks. So with the hole lined up, you shouldn't have a problem. There you go. And then we just need to do the last one. Get that all lined up. There's that one. was lined up. Once you get it lined up, it's easy enough done. It's just this thing is really moving. And that's what you've got once you've got that bit slotted on. Bit, which I think that is actually it. Oh yeah, the battery. Can't forget the battery. Can't forget the battery. And there you go. That's that issue. Next issue 34, which will be these parts. Stick these in a large section of this one. I'm gonna get a few screws in this one, so that's not too bad. There. Right. Let's have a look at this bit. That's just this bit. I killed the mic. Poor thing. My bad. I meant to do that. Right, there's the screwdriver. Righty then. So, with the button and that lot pointing down. Let's get this bit here started. Okay, that Screw just flew. Oh no, it's attached. Never mind, I thought it flew away. There you go. Then this bit go into here like so, and would plug, as long as this is the right way around, into I just noticed I put the actual thing upside down. So don't do that at home. What you want is it to be like that. Be that way around. That's the way you want it. Oh. When it wants to stay. Every time. So yeah, don't mess up as you're trying to do it, and yeah. So if you don't mess that bit up, it'll be easy for you. If you mess that bit up, you have the finicky part of putting it back together again. There you go. And this bit, the prongs that way, goes in to there. Well, that's a bit loose, so we'll tighten this up a bit. There you go. What am I like? Alrighty then. So this bit comes out and goes into that one. Like so. And that's where this one ends. This bit from there, here. Just get that out of the way for the time being. This, I think this is the next bit. Or is it the other bit? Nope, my bad. The other bit. Skipped ahead a bit. Easy enough done. Next bit is all that. So, number 35. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 different screws. 2 silver, 2 black. I'll have a little look in a minute. Righty then. So, first off, move all that out the way, is this bit. And that goes in to here. Like that. So you've got this green bar. Sit him here. And next we got this bit. So we hook that in. Do that so it'll be like that. And we need PB okay, so these little ones, it would be nice if they actually had the name on the packet so you didn't have to mess around trying to mix and match them and whatnot. But it's easy still. So this little one just goes into that gap, just in the center here. And there you go. Just make sure that's flat. That's it. That's where you get the back. Looking pretty neat. Right. Moving on to the next bit is these bad boys. We do that. And these are 556, which are the silvers, which are the only silver ones in the packet. Which is this one. We'll grab this. We'll bring this over here. Right, and it's this. So it does go on that way. I like how it actually sits there in place, which makes it easier. At least this one's easier to get to than those ones, than the arms. Although, I say that, I wonder what the waist is going to be like. That's probably going to be another tricky part. I don't know. We'll see. Anticipation. I can't actually see the screw holes properly. So that's the reason why I'm not always getting it straight off. There you go. Last but not least, that's that one. There's there's that one. And that one. There you go. That's nice in. Using two of the black ones next is the head. So we'll move that guy over a little. Do that. So the next one is this one. I will be putting them on the normal ones only because of the fact that you can tell them apart relatively easier. Move that back over there, do that, and what we want is align these two up like so. Did have it lined up. There we had it again. Yes, Tyranno's head keeps moving down. It's not helping. There you go. There you go. There you go. These have to be inside. Like that. With those inside. Now, question is, okay, right, just wanted to make sure. The next bit is this guy. Keeping that bit like that. Like that. And then this bit goes on. This is what keeps it all together. Brave 8 being these guys. Well, the question is, am I being blind? Ah, there it is. It fell over. So, we'll just get the 4 screws into these 4. Which, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what we got so far. We'll put his arms down. Just for a simple size comparison, if any of you collect Gundam model kits, here is a 1 in 1/4 scale. So high grade. I'll move that across to there. Just for a size comparison, it's like, you know, probably the size of a master grade. Maybe bigger. It's slightly bigger than a master grade, but not all that much bigger. Now then, got that open, and if I can fit this into this tiny little gap. go, that's in. So grabbing this one, and this here needs to go in that way, like that. So holding it here, this bit will go into the back one, like that. And this bit will go into this one here, like that. Once I can get those in, there you go. Then this will go into here. Trying to get it all lined up is not easy. These little guys. Now then, the fun bit. Getting this connected. There's his eyes glowing. I'm not sure if you can see that on the camera. Oh, I just turned it off. Oh. And I just... And the problem is, it's now unable to see the screw. There it is. I believe you guys can see the eyes glowing. Looks so cool. There you go. And then how cool does that look? Turn his eyes off, move that back up, click that back in. Okay. If I can. There you go. Click that back in. So that looks like a spare part. That bit is. That's basically another tab just to start the axle light up. So I'll stick that on top of there with all those screws, just to be on the safe side. So that's that for that issue. Last issue coming up is all this part. So we do have some parts for the saber-tooth tiger, which is part of the neck pieces. Of course, that won't happen until later on. I'll leave the screws in here, move all this across over there, like that, and get this started, shall we? Righty then. So the first part is this bit, and this bit goes in like that. This then, moving him sideways, goes into this bit like that, grabbing the back bit, which is this bit, like that, turning him around and then screwing him in with, which one is it? It's number 15. Okay. Yeah, 15. Okay. So number 15 has quite a few screws, whilst the number 14 only has 2 screws in there. So just keep a hold of it together whilst you're screwing this bit in, because it's trying to separate on you as you try screwing it in. So keep that in mind. Like so. Then we put on the back piece that belongs on it, like that. That's that bit, and then we do the other arm. So I'm not actually sure what these other screws are actually for, because this seems to be basically it for this issue. I know we don't do any of the yellow from that, so I don't know what that bit is for, these other screws. We'll see. Again, left. I like how it's actually got L and R and whatnot on it. That's it. Leaves 2 big screws and a few other bits for the next issue. So, let's see, shall we? So we grab this bit, we pull that down, we grab that bit down, do that, and do that. And of course this here would go up like that, that would go down, up, and like that. Of course, if we grab this bit, even though it's not complete, you get an idea of how it would be. So yeah, so to finish this one off, I will be actually sticking that on there for a minute. So to finish this one off, we will be doing the base. The only thing is, it's massive. So let's undo this bit and put his dyno head back on. Move him to there. I love the size of it. So we have this. Now, just a reminder how big the base is. I can't even fit it all on screen. If I wanted to, I'd probably have to do that. And then, you know, it kind of shows you the size. So I'll only show that when it's actually necessary, because there's a few bits and bobs to do prior to that. So, bring that out. Bring all that out. This is everything we need. A lot of stuff. We have 3 different types of screws for this one. I believe we have a back cover for this. No. Okay. Oh. It's a small little one. That's what 303 is. Okay. Right. So we have this bit. And I believe it's 303. So I'll go on there. Let's just stand it up for a second. And we want P38, which is flat-headed, which is the only flat-headed ones we've got, because you've got raised, dome, circular, flat, and is that it? Okay, that's got both of those domed ones in. That's okay then. So we'll use the lid of this one. So this only literally needs the one screw into the center here. Like so. So this here, if you can't tell, is going to be the power pack section, which is on the bottom of it by the looks of it, which is going to be fun. Okay. So next bit is this, and what we want is it this way around. So we do that, and we do that. And we want 07, which is the flat ones, isn't it? Yeah. So it's the small flat-headed ones. So we do that just to separate them. Although there's no point because you can easily tell them apart. So we want these little ones, the stubbly little ones. Another stubbly little one. And it goes into this one. I see. That's why. That one's the wrong one. It's a stubbly little one, but it's not the stubbly little one. The stubbly little one is this one. Yeah, there's so many bloody Just going to do this one out of screen because it's a bit acting up on me right now. There you go. Nice and attached. Now then, this is going to be the fun part, because I might not be able to do this on the video, because now we've got to screw this into here, like that. So what I'll do, I'll screw this in, and then I'll show you guys afterwards, because it's not exactly easy to do on screen due to the actual sheer size of it. A little bit we'll probably be putting the studs in as well, which I'll probably have to do with camera because of how big this bleeding thing is. So, with that attached, you've got that. So the next bit I can show on camera because it's pretty straightforward. So we turn this back over. As you can see, you've got that in the bottom. What you want to do is grab this bit, just kick in there, do that, grab that, put it in, and screw it down. And that's basically it with that little bit there. That's it on the base. And there you go. So the next bits, I might be able to show you it, which is the fun bit, is these three, God knows how many, so many of these. So I'll get these screwed in fact, and then I'll be back with you guys. Which doesn't really take long because these are basically just straightforward and simple. Shame I don't have a bigger area to show you guys. Because with these here, it actually shows you basically how big this is going to be with these stents on, which is pretty awesome. The way they've done it is awesome. The way they've done this base as well. You can tell there's been a lot of thought put into how to do it. Sometimes you sit there doing like a model kit or something and you think, this could have been done better, but this base is actually coming along really well. Turns out I used the wrong screw for the bottom bit here. Where are you? And there we have it. Which is looking pretty sweet. But yeah, that will be it for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video so far. If you have, please like and subscribe. And we shall see you guys next time. Goodbye for now.